Hey guys, what's up? My name is Prez and welcome to this very special video. Today I'm going to show you guys how I actually edit my videos, how I make my videos, how to make the thumbnails, all that stuff. So it's going to be pretty simple. It's not going to be complicated at all, and we're going to breeze right through this. So to let you guys know, to give you guys a disclaimer, this is the way that I edit videos. This is how I do it. There could be a different way. Obviously, there's many different ways on how people edit videos or how people produce videos. It's a very different way. People have their own style. People have their own pace when it comes down to it. I have everything set up for me where I can just drag in my gameplay, drag in my commentary, sync that up, and then pretty much all together, cut it all up the way I want it. And then I have everything just on another project where I can just copy and paste it over to the project that I'm working on. So I made everything just real simple, real quick, easy for me to get the videos done, get the videos edited, uploaded as fast as possible, especially when a new game comes out or a new NHL comes out and we start the NHL Be a Pro series. I usually record one or two. I usually record about 3 episodes in one day, and I edit them in one day. So as I'm editing or as I'm uploading the first episode of NHL, like just say NHL Be a Pro, the very first episode, I'm actually editing the second one, and then as I'm uploading the second one, I'm editing the third one. So it goes into motion. So when it comes down to there, I'm editing and uploading at the same time and all that stuff. Sometimes I'm editing and recording at the same time. When it comes down to like crunch times, when it comes down to the new NHL games, and I need to get videos out quickly. I need to get videos out daily when there's a new NHL go. But anyways, I'm on a Mac, as you guys can see here, and all that stuff. I just noticed that little nub right there on the screen, in the wallpaper. I just noticed that. So I'm on the Mac, obviously, and the 3 programs or the 4 programs that I use, I'm going to show you guys right here, is Logic Pro X. That's for recording my commentary. OBS, I've been setting up OBS to do live streams, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And to capture my gameplay, I use Game Capture HD, which is the Elgato software. Adobe Photoshop is where I make my thumbnails, and then Final Cut Pro, that's where I edit my videos, and that's where we're gonna jump in right now. So here's my editing program. Here's all my clips that I need to save, obviously for this project, which has my intro, outro, and lower thirds in, and all that stuff. So, but this is the main project. This is the main project that we're gonna be working on. But first, we need to import the footage that we captured today. So that would be NHL Be a Pro episode 72, which you guys seen. There it is. We drag it in, and then we go into my audio files that we have here, and then we Be a Pro episode 72 audio. There it is. I put it BAP 72, so Be a Pro 72, so I know which episode it is and all that stuff. So I know to edit that one, to grab that one for my all of my audio files here. You guys can see here all my audio waveforms and stuff for Madden 21, which you guys haven't seen yet, or Face the Franchise yet. You guys haven't seen those videos yet. All that. So yeah. So, and here's all my YouTube stuff. So I have my game capture software, videos, audio, overlays, intros and pictures, video thumbnails, OBS recordings, the live GIF, and then NordVPN, promotion stuff, and then a screenshot I took for making NHL 21 video. So, which you guys already seen already. So I'm gonna let this render. I'm gonna let this all load. Usually I don't let it run in the background. Well, I let it run in the background first, and then I usually cut it all out and start editing right away anyways, but I need to let the audio finish and all that stuff. So I'm gonna let it do that, then I'll be right back with you guys. Actually, while this is going around in the background, which is going to take a while because I'm recording at the same time that I'm editing, you guys might realize the project says YouTube 4K. Well, sometimes, even though my videos are in 1080p or I record in 1080p, I don't know what's going on there. It's usually, that's not What's going on? Anyways, so when I record 1080p, I do record 1080p, but I like to upscale my videos. And the reason why I like to upscale my videos is because YouTube will give you a better bit rate when you do upload. So sometimes I do switch it to 4K, and sometimes I do edit in 4K. But right now we're just stick 1080p. It's the quickest, fastest way to export / make a video. And that pretty much is the standard now on YouTube. So when it comes down to HD, 1080p is HD now, according to YouTube, and 720p is not. Well, 1080p always been HD. It's just YouTube for some reason put it as 720p is not HD anymore, according to YouTube. So, but most people do upload it in 1080p. Some videos are not in 60 frames. Some videos are. It really depends on what type of video you're doing. All that stuff. So if you're doing like a real life video or something like that, you kind of don't want to do 60 frames and all that stuff. So why is that up? There we go. So I just sync the audio. As you guys see here, I go through and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I sync up with the dashboard here on my Xbox. And then next, I grab the gameplay audio, or I grab the gameplay. I go to the audio tab up here. Right now it's at 12 decibels, so I could see where I'm doing the 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go minus 35. I used to go minus 30, but my voice comes in a little bit more with minus 35. And you guys can faintly hear the gameplay. So anyways, after I'm done doing that, that's me syncing my commentary with the gameplay. Actually, in this video, I'm going to bump it down to 30 just to be safe. But anyways, as you guys can see here, this is where I stop talking. Obviously, when I'm on the bench and stuff, that's the parts we're going to cut out. So to do that much easier, I found a way to do it. We need to compound the clip. So create a new compound. We just name the clip compound clip or comp clip 1. You can name it whatever. It doesn't really matter what you name it. If you're doing multiple video sources, you guys might want to name it like video 1, video 2, video 3, whatever. But I'm not dealing with multicams here, and multicams is a way different video process, way different video, audio, whatever editing process when it comes down to it. So it's a little bit more confusing. So I'm gonna let it all sync up again. Obviously, I'm gonna let it all render in the background. We shouldn't need to be rendering or importing clips because we already got the clip in. But I'm gonna let the audio load on here so I can actually see it. So when I edit, so I can actually see the audio. So we zoom out and zoom in, we can't see the audio. So what I'm going to actually do here, I'm going to go up here since I canceled that for some reason. I'm going to go up here and go to we need to find render. I don't usually do this. I usually don't cancel the render. So we're going to render all. Also, it'll make it a little bit easier to export the video when you do render all. So I'm gonna let this go through and analyze and everything, so we can actually see the audio waveforms, so we know when I start talking, when I stop talking, and then we'll continue to edit from there. All right, guys, we are back. It is done doing all of its thing. So now we know. I cut out a little bit to see if the audio would load, and it didn't load, so I reloaded the program. So that's where I started talking for the video. So that's what I delete out and all that stuff. So I zoom back out here so I can see where everything has to load again. Unfortunately, when you do zoom and zoom out, the audio waveforms they do have to they load here. So nothing's going on in the background. This should be loading. I don't know why it's not loading now. It usually loads by now. Maybe because I'm recording. So that's where I start talking. I'm gonna guess where the audio stopped there for some reason. So I'm gonna exit the program again. Maybe because I have Google Chrome going at the same time, so we'll exit out of that. See, it's never acting like this before. Like, it never did this before. I have to force quit. Force quit it. I don't know why. I don't know why it's been acting like that. I don't know why it's acting like that right now. It's weird. It didn't act like that before. So, anyways, we're going to load it back up here. There we go. There we go. Good job. Final Cut. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go through, cut out all the cut out all the big spots where I don't talk. Hopefully the rest of this loads too. So actually what I'm going to do, yep, there we go. It's going to load. It's going to load somewhat. It's not going to load all of it, but it's going to load somewhat. So I'm going to go through, skim through it, and that's what I do. That's what I do. I grab the blade tool. I go to the spots where I'm not talking, and then I hit A or B, or I don't want to hit V. Don't want to hit V. V like mutes the clip or something like that. So I'm going to go through, cut out where I'm not talking, so it makes the video flow better, because this is boring to leave in. Obviously, where I'm not talking, we're just going through the menus and everything. So this was a pretty easy episode of Be a Pro to record. We're rocking at 20 minutes or 14 minutes, just under 15, which is a good length for me. I like about 15 to 20 minute clip or videos for my channel. Obviously, it's different for everyone else. So you guys see here, I'm peaking just a little bit, and you don't want your audio to peak. So I'm going to go down -2 decibels, which brings everything back down to pretty much normal when it comes down to it. So after I'm done blading or cutting it all out and stuff, and it's the way I like it, I'm going to grab this clip, because we're going to do something special. We're going to hit this button. We're going to hit balance color. Balance color, it basically kind of color corrects the video, not as much. So if we go up here to this tab here, we turn it off and on, you guys can see in the background here of especially like the fans, you can see the difference, especially in the garage. If you guys look in the garage up there right by the mascot, you can see the difference. So it definitely looks better. Even the menu looks better. This one looks super bright and the colors are kind of washed out. This brings everything to normal, in my opinion. So next we go into my other project that I have saved just for my intro, outro, and lower thirds and everything. So you guys don't know what lower thirds are, it's these things. It's just little reminders at the bottom. It's lower thirds. They call it lower thirds. Don't ask me why they call it lower thirds. I could probably give you an explanation right now, but I don't feel like it. So, but anyways, I want to tell you guys while I'm importing all this stuff and all that stuff. So I'm actually going to tell you guys a story. When I was in high school, way back, it's been quite a while, actually. I'm 27 now, and I dropped out of high school around, I want to say 19. I want to say 19, but it probably wasn't 19. It was probably like 20. Anyways, I dropped out of high school because due to bullying. So I dropped out of high school because of bullying. That's the one reason. Also, another reason is I didn't really care for high school or anything like that. School wasn't really my thing. I rather learn by doing like hands-on stuff like this. On the computer or just do it by hand or something like that, like woodworking. I love woodworking, and I also loved editing, and I used to edit for my school's newscast. We had a news every single morning. We had news and all that stuff for the school, and I actually made that happen. Obviously every single day or every single week we had different roles when it came down to everything. So one day I would have been on camera, or 1 week I would be on cameras. The other week I would have been in the booth with doing the audio, or I'll be doing like the cutting, basically the live cutting from camera 1 to camera 2 to camera 3. and then or like 1 week I'll be a director, so telling people what to do and all that stuff, which is actually really cool. Or I would have been doing lighting. So in other words, also in that class we learned how to edit. And on the program that we edit, this is why I got into Macs, and this is why I switched from Windows to Mac, and this is why. When I was in school, we all edited on Macs. So Mac Minis, we pretty much edited on all the time. There were some iMacs in there, but there were mostly Mac Minis in there, and it was Final Cut Pro. It was Final Cut 7 or Final Cut Pro 7 that I learned how to edit on. So Final Cut Pro 10 or Final Cut Pro X, whatever you want to call it, Final Cut Pro, this version, I learned how to edit myself. Obviously, they brought some stuff over from Final Cut Pro 7, but majority, this is a brand new program. I've been editing on Final Cut Pro ever since I got my Mac. I bought this program years ago, and it cost me about like $400 for this program. It's pretty expensive. And all that stuff. So I've been editing on a Mac for a while. That's the reason why I switched to Mac, is because I edited on a Mac in school, and I loved the experience. I just love the simple thing, like the simple elegance to a Mac, to down to the hardware, the design, and everything like that. And I kind of carried over to my channel with my banner and all that, with my logo and everything. With my logo, I made it real simple, or I found a really simple logo, and I made it into what it is now. And then all that stuff. So I kind of feed off of Apple's design when it comes down to things, and especially the logo. The logo is so simple. That's what I love about it, and that's the reason why I stuck with editing on a Mac and all that stuff. I did try to do Premiere Pro for a while. I did not quite like it. I just didn't like the experience. I just didn't like the program overall. It was just me, because I'm used to Final Cut Pro. I mean, if you switch over to a different editing program, it's a little tempting when you switch over and try to learn new things. So, but anyways, after I'm done importing my intro, my outro, my lower thirds, and all that stuff, I actually bought a plugin. My very first time buying a plugin. It's called the MTuber 2. It gives me these different options to have different ending screens, have different backgrounds for the ending screens. I have icons that I could put in the video and all that stuff. I have different intro animations that I can put in the video. Different like pointer, cursor, frame, indicator, mark, and magnifying glass, which I'm probably going to use in this video to explain to you guys where I'm going with the mouse and everything. So you guys might see a little circle when I click on the mouse in the screen when it pops up. So that's not from this. That's from my from my recording software that I'm using to record my screen. So, and then I like to put a little friendly reminder in like towards the end of the video here, just to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so you guys can get notified and all that stuff, and you guys like the video and all that. And then I say at the end here, that's why you guys don't see it in my outro. Most YouTubers have it in their outro I have it to subscribe and hit the bell button, but that just comes with the thing. I can't take that out. Yeah. Anyways, it has my fancy like player, which it zooms in, zooms out to remind you guys to like the video and subscribe. There's a lot of likes. There's a lot of reminders to subscribe in the videos, if you guys don't realize it. Yeah. So after I'm done doing all that, I skim through to see if there's any imperfections or anything like that, any audio drops or anything that I might have missed. Sometimes I do leave a clip in where I meant to cut it out and I leave it in by accident. So that's why I go through and look everything. My intro, my outro is good. Lower thirds are good. Everything's good. When it comes down to the project, it's looking good. Next, after I'm done editing, I usually go into exporting, but we're gonna minimize that, and we're gonna jump into Photoshop. Let's jump into Photoshop now. All right, guys, so now we're in Photoshop, and I have a template set for making thumbnails and everything, so I don't have to keep on redoing it over and over again. I just like to keep things simple. Simple, simple. So we're going to get rid of these texts because we don't need them anymore, and that's just an empty layer that we can just get rid of. We're going to make that screen disappear. We're going to make this screen, oh no, wrong screenshot. This screenshot. We're gonna make this appear. I should really organize this. I'm gonna right click on the image. I'm gonna replace contexts, and then I'm gonna go to my desktop and then select my image that I want to replace that image with. Then I go up here to text. I click on that. That pops up. So that is my text for my video and for my thumbnail. I like to keep stuff simple with my thumbnails. Obviously, like I said before, I kind of go off of Apple's design or mentality when it comes down to graphics and everything. So I like to set that. It is PNG 8. You can go with 24, but the memory would be, or the size would be too big for YouTube, in my opinion. You guys don't need to do 1080p, which I'm doing 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p. You guys don't need to do that. You guys can go with, I think it's 1280 by 720, so 720p with a thumbnail. Obviously, the thumbnail is very small when it's on YouTube's platform, but I like to keep a bigger size thumbnail just in case that it gives me better resolution, in my opinion, and all that stuff. So I put on quality, I put it on sharper, then I click save. It should save into my video thumbnail folder, which I have set up. So I'm going to name this Be a Pro or BAP 72. So it's episode 72, and then click save. That saves it. I don't like to run 2 programs at a time, but since I'm doing this video, I'm running about 3 programs at a time. I'm running Final Cut Pro, I'm finding Photoshop, and QuickTime Player for recording. So after I'm done saving the project, I quit out of Photoshop and then I move on to actually uploading the video. But we have to export the video first. So when I do that, I go up here to the corner and then I go to master file, default, click continue. Stuff shouldn't be loading in the background, but it is. So we click the info here. Obviously the creator is me, Justin. That is my real name. And then description, this project is about YouTube 4K. That doesn't matter when it comes down to the description of the tags. I hit over to settings, make sure the settings are right. It is video and audio that I want. Video coder H.2.64, perfect. That's pretty much the standard right now. You can go with ProRes or you can go with uncompressed. That's going to be a big video file. You really don't need it for YouTube, in my opinion, unless you're shooting in, you're shooting raw footage. If you are shooting raw footage, then go ProRes. So sometimes I actually export my game type or my gameplay in ProRes. So I don't know if it makes a difference. I think it does make a difference. I don't think I'm going to start doing that again, but video coder H.2.64, resolution, make sure it's 1920 by 1080. Color space is standard rec 709, and then audio format AAC, action, QuickTime Player. So anyways, see, it's available on, it's only good for Mac. It doesn't really matter. It's .movie, estimated is about 5 gigs. That's usually around the video size that I do anyways. So I click next and it should save in my my video folder. Sorry, I've been blanking on stuff lately. I don't know why, but I've been blanking on stuff. So I'm gonna name it NHL Be a Pro. I keep on hitting another P. Now this is the tough part. This is the tough part for my videos. I try to come up with a title that I said in the video, or something that I said in the video, or I just come off a hand when I'm watching the video back. But with this one, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to put. So I'm going to think about it and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so I come up with the title that says, can we win this ... If you guys watch the video fully, you guys will understand the title. Episode 72, and I click save. then it starts exporting. As you guys can hear, it says sharing, but it's actually exporting. So I'm gonna let this export. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. If this was a long video, I am sorry. But this is how I do things. This is how I edit, and this pretty much is how long it actually takes me to edit. It takes me about 30 minutes to fully edit a video, and takes me about another 20 minutes to export the video. So about an hour to produce a video and upload it and all that stuff for you guys. So it pretty much takes a big chunk out of my day, or out of my night. I record at nighttime because it's the quietest in my house, and it's the best time to record for me. Even though that I'm really tired after, and I still stay up for another 30 minutes to upload the video. I've been very tired for the past few days because I've been uploading daily, and it's been hurting my sleeping schedule, and I'll have to get back into a normal sleeping schedule very soon because I'm hoping that my hockey season starts in real life, and I can start recording a different series for you guys here on this channel, and like real life hockey videos. I can start doing those. Hopefully I can do that very soon. I haven't got word from my league yet if we could play. As of Ontario or Canada, Ontario is opening up in like stage 3 and stage 4. We can basically start doing stuff. They're going to start doing, obviously when I do go to the arena and stuff, they're going to do health checks. They're going to do temperature checks. They're going to count people coming in and out of the building. Just like the safety precautions that we have here set in Ontario, which I think is the right way to do it. Especially in Canada, we're doing very well when it comes down to the pandemic, in my opinion, compared to another country. I'm not going to name names. Anyways, yeah. So I think we're doing pretty good when it comes down to the pandemic. Masks are mandatory when you go anywhere to any store. You have to wear a mask. You have to sanitize your hands when you go in and when you go out. It's just simple things that we have to do just to keep everyone safe that is vulnerable, and all that stuff. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully we actually get to start playing real life hockey very soon. And hopefully we will be uploading, or I'll be uploading NHL 21 gameplay when I have the opportunity, or when I have the full game in my hands, and we can actually start doing NHL Be a Pro. We'll be definitely doing an NHL 21. I'll be continuing the series, and I'll be continuing NHL Be a Goalie. I know one of my subscribers really wants me to continue that, and I will be continuing NHL Be a Goalie series and all that stuff. So, but anyways, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. My name is Prez. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up.